Good evening, team, and welcome to this group presentation for match analysis for our game Enniskerry YC versus St. Pat CY in the Metropolitan Cup. This is a game we won 2-1, but we're going to analyse the first half in which we were 1-0 down and dig into some stats and some trends in the game and where we can make improvements and where we done well in the game. In the first half, of course, the opposition did have a sending off late in the first half, which kind of changed the dynamic of the game. So we're going to focus in on what happened, particularly in the first half. We just see the lineups there on the screen. You can see their goalkeeper got sent off against us. The match stats for the game, obviously in the first half, we were 1-0 down at half time, so we got no goals. Our possession was 48% to their 52%, so we're just about even on the possessions, a little bit less than them. Passes, 101 passes, shots on goal 8, but 88% of those shots were from outside the box. And our pass strings were we just had 10 pass strings, 3 to 5. Our longest pass string was 5. And yeah, I think that was a trend in the game. We couldn't really get enough control on the game. We didn't see our passing was off. And looking at our KPIs, one of our KPIs, technical KPI, is our passing. And in the first half in particular, that wasn't good enough, and it definitely let us down and affected our ability to control the game. We can see here from the graphs in here, the analysis, that again, look at those shots, eight shots per 88% outside the box. Passes completed, 101, possession, 43% possession. And yeah, so possession 189 out of 92, not too bad there. But you can see as well, if you go down to this one, you can see the possession location, which I think is a big one for us. So for all the possession we had, it was 33% the defensive third, 49% in the middle third, and 19% in the attacking third. So there wasn't enough entries into the final third. And from the analysis, it looked like that a lot of the play broke down in the middle third. We couldn't really get, as I said, enough entries into the top half of the pitch. If we look here, some examples of our passing, ball speed is one of our KPIs. So passing, yeah. So the first pass from midfielder Dylan Birmingham for Dale, you fizz the ball into Ben Darcy here way too fast. He can't control the ball and ends up giving the ball away. Okay. Next example here is Paddy Bourne. So Paddy, ball goes into you. We could look for a bit more scanning here, maybe, to see where the player is who's going to press Ben Darcy here, but we didn't scan enough. We've played a ball out to him, not the best ball in the world, and invariably he's given the ball away. And again, that was a trend throughout the game. It was first pass, second pass, and third pass or fourth pass, giving the ball away, and again, not being able to get enough control on the game. We can see here again another example of poor passing yourself, Paddy, again and again. Ball speed, inaccuracy, and a ball that our own teammate can't control, and again doesn't allow us to exert enough control on the game. Good part of the game was good defending, and we can see here, in transition to defend here, we lose the ball here. The opposition goes to try and get forward, but we force them back by getting men behind the ball and being nice and compact. So that was also a trend in the game. And you can see while the opposition had more possession than us, they did fail to break us down a lot of the time. And the defending as a whole, as a team, was good. So that was a strength. Okay. We got let down once in a 1v1 defending. We have a clip here, and this was a goal. And you can see here the player gets through the middle too easy, and then we didn't stop across quick enough. Balls goes into the box. Our goalkeeper Dylan, you'll be a little bit disappointed with that. But again, that was one instance where in the first half we didn't defend quite well. Well, overall we did defend better than that, and we were lucky pretty to win 1-0 down at half time. So we're just looking at the overall strengths of the half was probably defending, nice and compact, but weaknesses was definitely passing, not able to impose enough control in the game due to poor passing technically and tactically. Okay, so yeah, like I said, in terms of tactically, maybe we should be turning out and going to the side, rather than before we scan the field and look for that, look to see who's pressing our teammates. Okay, so that's the group presentation on the team as a whole. I'm going to move on now to the individual presentation. So we're going to pick out, so we're going to do an individual player development plan for Patrick Bourne. So Paddy, we've looked at yourself, and the reason we looked at yourself, I suppose, is because you were while you were really involved in the game. There was a lot of moments in the game where maybe you look at your passing, your technical pass, and tactically it could have been a lot better. And if we can improve those bits in your game, it'll bring your game up and obviously help the team as well. So again, focusing on the KPIs, we're looking at technical KPI passing. We need ball speed to be good, hard enough to beat their press, but soft enough that our players can control the ball, clean and sharp passing. Technical ball control, can we be a little tidier with our touch, and tactical decision making, so make better decisions when passing, i.e. can we scan, have a look what's going on, and go out to the other side. So hopefully we get your feedback on that, Paddy, and we'll see what you think about that as well. So we'll just give you a little clip here of that, and it's one of the similar clips again. So again, can you scan here maybe and go out to the side, or you reverse pass into your teammate here where there's a bit more space, rather than if you see here when a play develops, a player has already read that pass, and again it's probably a poor enough pass, and Ben can't do anything with it. Okay, so just a little session plan on that. So again, we've a little session plan on your touch, on ball control and passing there. Just a little individual one, so throwing the ball to each other, just practicing those touch unopposed, getting a touch up to scratch, and again a little unopposed passing drill. So again, getting used to checking our shoulders, movement to receive, first touch out in front of us, waiting to pass, fizzing the ball in, nice and sharp, nice and clean, and just reinforcing those ideas on our technical side of our passing. And then we'll go into a more opposed session, 4v4. Again, looking at those open body shapes, disguise the pass, weighted a pass, reverse passes, all them little ideas we're looking for centrally. And after getting the unopposed stuff into your game, we look now at the opposed stuff and try and really, turn those technical pieces into skill that we keep then, moving forward, and improve your game that way. We'll also look at movement to receive, and again in our build-up play, it could be better as a whole, as a team, and also then the individuals within that and yourself, and I think your movement could be better there. So if we look at here, we build up from the back, so we just let the clip play out. So again, the movement here could be better here. I think our full back Dylan could drop a little bit. We could make our centre back Ben could feint the play here, and then Paddy, that's where we're looking for you to come in here in this little area here. So you're looking to check away and come back into this little area in here, and instead there you are there. But instead we've gone across the box, and in the end up we just get pressed and we give it away. So a little bit more composure, and a little bit more movement from yourself, Paddy, to maybe tell the guys here, communicate to, try and go out this side and get yourself in these little areas. So what we've done is we have a session plan we use quite a bit, but what we'll do is we'll focus in on you for this session plan in here. So again, you'll be in here in the number 8 position. And again, so again, we'll work on the same points we used in the unopposed stuff and the other 4v4 passing drill. This is obviously a bigger one. This is a 10v9 and a half pitch. But again, you're checking away, trying to lose your opponent, checking your shoulders, body shape to receive, and then can we get turn and go forward? And then when we get into those forward areas, can we look at our ball speed, weight of pass, and keep the ball better, get more control onto the game? And that should help us then get more entries into the final third of the pitch, and then get more box entries eventually. Because we're looking at those stats, and we're looking at, we're looking at in the game, we're looking at stats in terms of 19% in the final third. It's not good enough. It's not enough to get a good control on the game. And also then obviously then the pass completions, we only got 5 was the most passes we got in a row. We should be getting more than that. We should be going upwards of 10 passes throughout the game. So let me know what you think about that, Paddy, and hopefully we can get your feedback on that as well. Is there anything you'd like to add to it? Please let me know. And overall, hopefully we can put all these pieces together and we can make those improvements to the team. Thanks a million, guys.